Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Turner Farms. And in today's video, we're going to walk over what's been going on in my garage here. Now, there was a project tractor that I got a few weeks ago, and now it was sitting right there. I'm going to list it for sale, see if I can sell it. If I don't really care. If anybody's interested in it, they can have it. I'll go show you in a few minutes here, but we're going to go over to 560 here and tell you what I found out. It wouldn't be the last video, but the video before the last video, I mentioned that the engine here got tight after we tightened down the main bearings, the spec on the crankshaft. We found out it's not over here, but the bearing, or the bushing bearing, whatever, inside the bearing casting. Let's see if I can. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, I'll flip you guys around. So this right here is the one bearing that was rubbing. I think this would be the top, but you can clearly see where it was rubbing. So what we're being told is that this here is too thick. There's two different styles of these bearings. There's one that would work for both engines, and there's one that only strictly works for the newer engines. So that's too thick or something, so when it gets wedged or tightened into the block here, which I'll pull out quick, when it gets tightened down to specs to, I don't know, it starts at like right at 70 foot-pounds is when it starts getting tight. Basically, it just grabs on really tighter than what it should have. It wedged itself in there because the extra piece there on the outside here is too thick. So we're assuming this must be the bearing for the newer engine blocks. So Dad's got the specs. He's going to order the bearing for the older engine blocks. It's a little bit smaller. I don't know how much. I don't know what the book says in there. But that's what we've been told is most likely wrong with it. And you got to make sure you cover this stuff up. So that's where we're at on this. We're hoping that's the problem. The crankshaft's out, laying on the ground there. Just in case if it's not the problem, I mean, it's going to have to go back in anyway to make sure that it is a problem. And see if we can resolve it, but yeah. So that's what's going on with the engine block. The head's still being worked on. I don't know how far that is. I got this brake here, not rebuilt, but cleaned up. That was full of gunk. I didn't video any of that. I don't know why, but there is about that much crap smudging between the disc brakes and the tractor itself there, the mountain spot. There was a lot of crap in there. One and two, the brake was thick and all last year. So I remember the one day I was driving around with it and freaking caught on fire. So I got everything lubed up in there and loosened up, so that all works good now. That was the first time I actually took one of them apart and successfully did not break it. Because if we come over here, these are the adjusters for the brake linkage on another 560, and I thought I had to turn back this piece out, and I thought this comes with it. I don't know what I was thinking, and it snapped off inside. It did that to both of them. The one I didn't do on purpose, or the one I did on purpose because I didn't know how it worked, and I didn't ask or learn or didn't look up nothing or anything. And the second one, it just broke off. I don't remember how it did, but it did. But that's off a different tractor. It's not going to be running for a while, probably. It's off a gas 560. And yeah, I got to order, or don't have to order, but I got to go to town and get parts. You can still get parts for these. I can get them in town. I just haven't got that far yet. So that's sitting there idle. I guess I'll go up and look at actually, there's two tractors I got, but only one of them is going to run. We'll go look at the one that don't run quick. So in this little lean-to here, I have a Farmall A that I got. This came with the other tractor. I don't know how, you guys can see better than me. If you look at that clutch pedal's got a lot of life left in it, surprisingly, for the condition this tractor's in. But seats, it's a good crapper, that's for sure. This one must be newer because the other tractor, which we'll see, it's similar to this one. This one has a large 540 and the other one has a smaller 540 with an adapter over to this size. I never knew there was a difference. I always thought there was only one size 540, but this one's got a bigger one in it. This one's got, they're brand new tires in the rear. They still got the little tits on the treads of the tires, but they're dry rotted from the tractor sitting. But what's wrong with it is, I don't know how well you guys are going to see this, but I think it's right in here somewhere. The block's cracked. It's like right in here and then over on the other side up there somewhere. That's junk. I don't think it sees, but yeah. But there's still some parts on here. I threw most of the tin work away because it was junk. But I got radiator. I got some other oddballs parts that are over in the hog house now. So I think a generator's still over here. Yep. Carb's all gone. Air cleaner's sitting there. So we'll go look at the other one now. This came on the other tractor, mower deck, and that was all messed up. It was half on there with ratchet straps and bungee cords, and yeah. I took that off. That's either going to go to an auction or it's going to get thrown in the dumpster. I don't know. Most likely dumpster. Alright, so this here is the other tractor. It's a Farmall B. Here's what I'm talking about with the PTO. It's got this little... Oh, it's stuck on there now because I pounded it on there, but it's an adapter that goes to the normal 540 from a smaller 540. Belt drive for the deck. This one's got decent tires on it too, tread-wise. They're dry rotted pretty heavily, but they hold air. Didn't have to put any air in it. It's pretty rusty. I'm surprised by how well you guys can see. You guys can see better than me. But here she is. It runs. It don't run too bad, honestly. I think the timing can use some adjustment. That's no biggie. I just don't want to deal with that at this time of day. I gotta build the battery box for it because right now this is the current battery setup. I have it unhooked right now. Just safety precautions. Old wiring on this tractor. I don't know. It don't arc at all. I rebuilt the carb with the parts I had laying around here, which was all the jets and everything. I actually had it's the jet right behind this. You guys can't see. There you go. It's the jet right behind here. Come on, focus. Anywho, there's a jet right in here. And the hole was way too small. It wasn't getting any airflow through it. And one, it didn't get no gas, nothing through it. And two, it was plugged up with crap because this carburetor is just full of gunk. But Dad said drill it out a little bit, so I did, and that helped. It actually ran really good. I'll post a little clip maybe of what it's at the startup. Yeah. So carb's all good now. If you want, you could probably clean it out again. Alright, sorry about that. My freaking camera filled up on room here. I think that light bulb is gonna blow up. Keeps tinking. Anywho, I don't know what you guys asked, but carb's been rebuilt. Drain the gas out of here. That did not look or smell like gas. It was nasty. It smelled like 20-year-old gas that sits in something. The rear end makes a noise. I think it's mainly just because it hasn't had fluid in it for years. Because why, I don't know, but it's got brand new fluid in it now, and it don't seem to be leaking except for when I overfilled it, which I found out when you overfill these things, they throw oil everywhere and they leak everywhere. So overall, it's a decent tractor. If we didn't have a B around here, I'd keep it. But I personally don't have a need for it myself right now. We don't need two Bs around here right now. I mean, if I don't sell it, don't sell it. I don't care. I'm just curious if anybody's interested in it. Throw a price out there and I'll try to sell it. But it's still got a lot of life in it for what it is. So that's the new purchases for me. So I'm going to try to sell this one. See how it goes. I'm going to make a battery box tomorrow at school for it. So at least it has a battery box instead of that. And yeah, if anybody needs parts off or for it, I think that I can swap quite a bit of parts for it over to it as well. Dad said I should switch that PTO out so it actually has a 540, but whatever. I'm not going to stick that much time, money into it right now. But yeah, if anybody's interested in it, I got a good running Farmall B. You could use some attention. Honestly, the engine might need an overhaul. I don't know. It smokes blue quite a bit, but I don't know. It's a pretty good little tractor for someone, so yeah, it'll be for sale. I don't know how much yet. So yeah, that's what I got and what I've been working on. You guys get to watch the same fire. Let's go. Give this one more go again. Oh, frick. Come on. Look at that! Woo! Fire! They barely even cranked. She just went. Huh. Woo! She's running! Alright, so we went over the tractors. Got the tractor listed for sale. I don't know. Why don't we go do some tillage now? Let's go do some tillage. How you guys like that? Got the 2+2 hooked up to the chisel plow. Yes, I know in the first clip here I did bunch it up of bean stubble almost immediately, and I was more focusing on as to why the 2+2 was slipping in high first. Yes, the 2+2 is having problems. I will go over that more in another video, but let's get to the video clips.